this TikToker is going to prison for a prank. French influencer Amine Mojito just got a 6-month jail sentence for faking syringe attacks on strangers and filming their terrified reactions for clout. While he was chasing viral fame, France was in a real panic over actual needle spiking attacks at festivals. This is the ultimate authenticity paradox, a harmless prank that caused real-world terror and landed its creator behind bars. Mojito claimed he was just imitating what he saw on the internet and didn't think it could hurt people. But the court disagreed. This case is a terrifying look at how the relentless pursuit of engagement can blur the lines between content and crime. Is any prank worth a prison sentence? You tell me.
The pursuit of the perfect Instagram face just turned deadly. Brazilian fashion influencer Adair Mendes Dutra Jr. is dead at 31 after complications from a cosmetic procedure. With over 100,000 followers, he was a rising star. But behind the curated feed was a desperate struggle. Before his death, Jr. had filed a lawsuit against the surgeon, alleging illegal practice of medicine and serious bodily injury after a previous procedure left him with a severe infection. This isn't just a tragic accident. It's a symptom of a toxic influencer culture that pressures creators into risking their lives for an impossible standard of beauty. His final Instagram post read, "At peace with my choices." But at what cost? This is the dark reality of the influencer beauty economy, where the price of perfection can be your life.
Want to move to Canada? This influencer has a genius plan that involves having a baby. A viral video is causing outrage after an Indian influencer detailed a scheme to get Canadian permanent residency by having a child in the country. He calls it the last option, a loophole to be exploited when all other legal routes fail. Canadians are furious, calling it a parasite class and demanding mass deportations. This isn't just immigration advice. It's a tutorial in fraud, packaged as helpful content. It's a perfect example of the authenticity paradox, where influencers monetize legal gray areas and exploit the desperation of their followers for clicks. The video has now gone viral, exposing the dark underbelly of the immigration influencer economy. Is this helpful advice or a blueprint for breaking the law?
Their perfect marriage was a lie, and the breakup is even messier than you think. Fitness influencer power couple Sammy Clark and JT Barnett just announced their divorce less than a year after their lavish wedding. She says her life is shifting, but he says he didn't want this and that there were no relational issues. This comes after they broke off their first engagement in 2023, only to get back together for a picture-perfect wedding. Their entire relationship, from the breakups to the makeups to the $1 million home purchase, has been meticulously documented for their followers. This is the business of influencer relationships, where love is content and a breakup is a PR crisis. How authentic can a marriage be when it's also a brand partnership?
The Manosphere Kings who built Trump's online army are now abandoning him. In a shocking twist, major influencers like Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, and Aiden Ross are publicly distancing themselves from Donald Trump just months after helping him win the presidency. Aiden Ross, who gifted Trump a Cybertruck, now says, "I really wish I never got into politics." Theo Vaughn is furious after the Department of Homeland Security used his voice in a deportation video. This isn't a change of heart. It's a business decision. These influencers used Trump for clout and audience growth, and now that his policies are becoming controversial, they're jumping ship to protect their brands. It's the ultimate authenticity paradox, exposing political endorsements as nothing more than transactional, self-serving brand partnerships. who's the next political figure they'll use and discard?
A civil war is erupting in conservative media, and it's getting ugly. Pro-Trump influencer Dinesh D'Souza just publicly accused Tucker Carlson of trying to rip apart the conservative movement. And it's just the latest shot in a growing battle for dominance. This isn't about ideology, it's about audience capture. These right-wing media giants are fighting over the same pool of viewers, and they're willing to tear each other down to win. It exposes the so-called unified conservative movement as a ruthless, competitive marketplace where personal brands are more important than principles. The authenticity paradox is on full display as principled commentators are revealed to be nothing more than cutthroat entrepreneurs. Who will be the king of conservative media when the dust settles?
Your favorite celebrity's nudes might be the next viral trend. A massive celebrity nude scandal is rocking the African nation of Malawi, and it's exposing the dark side of global influencer culture. As private photos of celebrities are leaked online, hip-hop artist and influencer IKK is now weighing in, turning the privacy violation into a content opportunity. This is the new horrifying reality of the creator economy. Personal trauma and exploitation are just another form of engagement bait. The line between public and private has been completely erased, and the most intimate, violating moments of a person's life are now fodder for viral commentary and debate. It's a chilling look at how privacy has become a commodity, and how one person's trauma can become another person's content. Where does it end?
Your favorite news channel is just high-stakes influencer drama. Fox News host Greg Gutfeld is reportedly plotting to use Jimmy Kimmel's recent suspension to steal his audience and reap a ratings windfall. This isn't news, it's a calculated, opportunistic business move, straight out of the influencer playbook. Gutfeld is smelling blood in the water and is ready to pounce, proving that the world of cable news is just as petty and cutthroat as any TikTok feud. The authenticity paradox is clear. The spontaneous outrage and commentary you see on the news is often a carefully planned strategy to build a personal brand and crush the competition. These aren't journalists, they're influencers with bigger budgets. Who's your favorite media influencer?
Your favorite artist can now be a national holiday. The state of Minnesota officially declared October 6th WizKid Day back in 2018, and the anniversary is trending all over again. This is the ultimate level up for an influencer. Your cultural impact becomes so significant that the government literally puts your name on the calendar. But it also exposes the authenticity paradox of fame. What was once an organic, fan-driven movement is now an official, institutionalized marketing opportunity for the state. It's a brilliant way to commodify cultural influence for tourism and economic gain. This is the final stage of the influencer life cycle, where your personal brand becomes a piece of government-sanctioned intellectual property. What's next? A national holiday for your favorite TikToker?
The far right is eating itself alive, and it's all happening on your timeline. In the latest battle for the soul of the conservative internet, independent journalist Laura Loomer is now publicly feuding with former Fox News king Tucker Carlson. This isn't a debate over policy, it's a turf war for followers and influence. It's a perfect example of the authenticity paradox, where a supposedly unified political movement is revealed to be a collection of competing brands, all fighting for the same market share. These influencers are more interested in building their own empires than any political cause. They use ideology as a weapon to attack their rivals and capture a bigger piece of the audience pie. In the world of political influencing, there are no allies, only competitors. Who will win the far-right Hunger Games?